did you feel like it went for your defense tonight?
We made some critical stops when we had to. I thought we played well on third down overall. I think like 27% completion or conversion percentage, but obviously a lot of things to clean up. We had a couple opportunities early where we could have forced them into a 2nd and 15, those type of things, and we just missed a lot of tackles. I think that we have to work on that this week because it just showed up. Obviously, and they'll challenge us on that next week. But had quite a few times where we were in the position to make the play, and just have to execute a little bit better.
How much did Danny set the tone for the game? He had 6 tackles on the opening drive. How much did he really set the tone for the defense?
Yeah, I think from the start of the game, man, he was locked in. He came with the sideline. He's like, "I'm on fire, coach. You got to put me back in." I'm like, "Yeah, I hear you." And so he did a really good job. And when it mattered the most in the critical moments, he was, calling the guys up and getting them ready to go, and giving a great mindset for the team all night.
How tough was it with Gentry? I know you threw him out there for one play, and just to see him go out, he was trying to be real resilient and get back out there. How tough a blow was that?
Obviously we love Gent. He's a heck of a player, and just has had a lot of injuries. Just kind of one of those guys. It's always kind of banged up, and hopefully it's nothing serious, and he'll be able to come back again next week and help us. Because man, when he's good, man, he's one of the best in the country. So we need him for sure.
Zach, when you consider how long the defense was on the field throughout the game, what does it say about that group to kind of step up the way stops in the fourth quarter?
I tell them all the time, man, no matter what happens, like, we control what we can control, and so whether it's the ball's, 1 second left with 1 yard to go, or it's the first play of the first quarter, man, our standard doesn't change. How we play, how we perform, man, you will tell me we got to get to go win the game on defense? Good. Like, that's how I want to think. That's how we want to do. When we got in the huddle, that's what they said. Good. We got an opportunity to go stop them right now, and then we do. Get the safety right there and then come back and have to do it again. But they never wavered, and I was proud of them for that.
Grayson Halton's kind of become that playmaker for you, getting that safety.
Absolutely, man. Grayson did a great job, just doing the little things really well. If you watch the play, man, just getting width and beating the guard right up the field, and, nothing spectacular per se, just really good at doing his job. And then he's a heck of a talented player. So when it came down the moment to make the play, he could. So proud of him. Just his development, his growth. You can just see that the passion's there and the ability's there, and just he's an awesome player.
How far have you seen him come just since you've been here?
I see the commitment. Everybody wants ready-made products all the time. A guy shows up, he's got this, he's supposed to be all these things, and the reality is it takes work. It takes work to be great. It takes work to consistently improve every day, and he's a guy that bought into the work. That throughout the summer, man, he got stronger. He gained weight. He did everything he needed to mentally to get prepared, and you watch him in camp, and you'd sit there and be like, yep, this is what we expected.
The last couple of years, he's kind of been known as pass rusher from the interior. But what's he done to be a guy that you can lean on in all situations?
I think just the strength and the toughness it takes to play the position is so high at that spot, and just the development both physically and mentally over the last year, man, he's really matured and he's coming to his own, and you see it out there now, and so he's a guy that, man, we trust to go out there and execute.
What's it take when your offense isn't doing much, your defense keeps having to go back out there and get stops?
Well, we're a team, so, that doesn't bother us at all, man. It's every time we get an opportunity to go on the field, that's a good thing in our minds, right? Got another chance to get a sack, another chance to get a TFL, another chance to get an interception. And so we're excited, man, and we take a win however we can get it, because, man, they're going to be a game where they're going to bail us out, and then vice versa, because it's a team sport.
A few guys talked about having a firefighter mentality out there. How do you guys instill that as coach and stuff?
I guess my question would be, what's a firefighter mentality? Oh, I got you. Yeah. It's just, like I said, we try and play to a standard every time we take the field. And that's what we preach. That's what we talk about. That's what the guys are, hearing from us every day. And they say to themselves as well, because that's what we want to be, and hey, man, we play to a standard. We don't play to an opponent. And so it doesn't matter the situation, how it is, what's going on. That's what we're going to try and do.
One of the first things Danny said was practices all week. Was really disappointing. So 15 tackles, so it's just standards maybe a little different here. But he said he was disappointed in the missed tackles that he had. He felt like he tackled like crap, as he said. And so what does that say about him? The leadership and just how far he's gone.
Man, he's always trying to get better. and that's why he's so successful. Nothing's ever good enough, and I think that's always the mindset. I think I've got the same type of thought process, man. We can shut them out and win by 100, and it's still there's going to be some things we can improve on. And he's got that same thought process as a mature guy that's been around, man. He knows that probably 3 or 4 of those plays, man, he wish he could get them back. Because he makes the play there. Maybe we're off the field. We're not in the situation we're in. And so I think all of us want to be, the best versions of ourselves all the time. So he's certainly a mindseted type of guy that way.
What happened with what he watched in the pass interference, and then the very next play, they score, come back out, and the defense starts to really come back down again. Does that talk about kind of show the resolve of what they've become?
I think so. We get them. We had a couple times where we kind of gave them they got the ball to right on the edge of plus territory, field goal range, and we stood up every time. In the second half after that first series, and you removed that penalty, which I don't know on that one, but they get an opportunity right afterward, and usually when you get a big penalty like that in a drive, you're more likely to give up points. Just the straight statistics say that, and so the resilience to come back and to be ready to play, I thought we did a really good job, man, in that kind of that middle of the field area of just not letting them, get down there to a point where they could score.
Grayson's great sack. It looked like he was just so fast the offensive line couldn't react. Was it that simple, or did he do something else to just blast through there?
I got to be honest, I was looking down the field, so I'm not 100% sure. I know he was there fast, so however he did it, I'm fired up for him because it definitely helps.
Such an incredible play by him. It looked like that the offensive lineman couldn't even react.
Mm-hmm. No, that's awesome. I'm sure I'll see it on tape here in a minute.
Houston just dominating time of possession, and the defense keep coming through. What does that show you about the toughness of that group?
Yeah, I think the toughness of this program. It starts with Coach V, man. Which is every day. We have a standard. We're trying to be the best, and we're trying to be the best all the time. And so the resilience and the toughness that comes with that. And I think that as we got progress through the game, we progress through the season, man. You can just see the maturity of the guys on our side of the ball in particular. That just we got a lot of 6-year veteran guys that have been through the fire. That know what it takes to win. And so it's, as things get hard, they get better. You just see that in Danny Stutzman and Billy Bowman and Ethan Downs. You talk about leadership, they got it. And that certainly helps, drive everybody else around them.
We haven't been around here a lot, so I was wondering, how do you handle situations when Kendall Dobie gets a 15-yard penalty at a key moment? What kind of discussions do you have with a player like that?
When things happen.
On that one, Coach V took it, so I didn't have to say anything on there. He grabbed him, took him off to the side, and so I was kind of focused on playing the next play right there myself. So, but man, it depends on exactly what happens, and obviously, kind of the situation per guy.